Welcome to all. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about dielectric materials. We know that insulators are the substance which resist the flow of current when the potential difference is applied across them. But dielectrics are basically insulators. There are no free charge carriers in dielectric since electrons are tightly bound to atoms or molecules. When dielectric material is placed in electric field, dipoles are created. That is, separation of positive and negative charges takes place. So this is called dipoles. This phenomenon is called polarization. Hence, what are dielectrics? Dielectrics are insulators. They are used to store electrical energy. Okay, what are the general properties? Dielectric materials are insulators. Its band gap is more than 3 electron volt. All the electrons are tightly bound to atoms or molecules. Electrons cannot be dislodged either by thermal vibrations or by ordinary applied voltage. The dielectric materials are non-metallic materials having high specific resistance and have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Characteristics of dielectric materials. So before we study deeply about the dielectric materials, we need to understand the basic definitions. There are few terms. So first one, dielectric constant. Dielectric constant, that is represented by epsilon r. Dielectric constant of material is defined as a ratio of permittivity of medium to permittivity of free space. So permittivity of medium is represented by epsilon, permittivity of free space epsilon 0. So epsilon r equal to epsilon by epsilon 0. This is dielectric constant. Next one, polarization. So before polarization, we should know what is electric dipole moment. Actually, if two equal and opposite charges are separated by some distance means that is called electric dipole. Electric dipole moment is given by, that is mu vector equal to q into r, where q is charge, r is the distance between the charges. So what is electric dipole? Two equal and opposite charges are separated by some distance. This arrangement is known as electric dipole. Electric dipole moment is the product of charge into distance between the charges. So this is electric dipole moment. What is polarization? So which is both are proportional relation. Both are having proportional relation. Electric dipole moment and polarization. That is, when the electric field is applied to material or any dielectric material, positive and negative charges are displaced. So positive and negative charges are displaced. As a result, dipole is created. This phenomenon is known as polarization. Okay, so the process of producing electric dipole inside the dielectric material when it is placed in external electric field is called polarization. So induced dipole moment mu equal to alpha into E. Both are proportional relation, that is dipole moment and polarization. Next we are going to discuss about the types of polarization. So there are 4 types of polarization. One is electronic polarization, second one is ionic polarization, third one is orientation polarization, fourth one is space charge polarization. We are going to qualitatively study about these 4 types of polarization. We need not derive the derivation part. So first one is, what is electronic polarization? That is, this polarization occurs due to displacement of positive charge nucleus and negative charge electron of an atom in opposite direction due to applied electric field. That is, electric field is applied to material, positive charge nucleus and negative charge electron of an atom is displacing. As a result, dipole is formed. polarization occurs. This type of polarization is called electronic polarization. Second one is ionic polarization. This polarization occurs in ionic crystal. So when the electric field is applied to ionic crystal, there is a displacement of positive ion and negative ion. So positive ion is displaced in the field direction, negative ion is displaced in the opposite direction of field direction. As a result, dipole is formed, polarization occurs. This is called ionic polarization. So what is ionic polarization? So it occurs due to displacement of cation and anion in opposite direction by electric field. Sodium chloride crystal, when you apply electric field to this crystal, so again there is a separation of these positive and negative charges. So as a result, dipole is created, polarization occurs. Third one is orientation polarization. This occurs in polar molecules or the molecule having permanent dipole moment. When the electric field is applied to polar molecules, these molecules orient in the field direction. So this is called orientation polarization. So what is orientation polarization? The existence of permanent dipole moment in the dielectric medium result in orientation polarization. When the electric field is applied to permanent dipoles, they will tend to align along its own direction. So this is called orientation polarization. Next one, space charge polarization. So this is occurs in few type of crystals, that is due to diffusion of ions along the electric field direction and giving rise to redistribution of charges in the dielectric. This occurs only in ferrites and semiconductors. Okay, that is when ferrites or few semiconductors, they are placed in between two electrodes. So now when the electric field is applied to electrode, there is a charge accumulation, positive and negative charge accumulation near the electrode takes place. Okay, so charge accumulation near the electrode takes place. As a result, polarization happens. This is called space charge polarization. Okay, now we discussed about 4 types of polarization. Next we should know what is internal field. Internal field is the total field. Okay, so internal field is represented by EINT. It is the total electric field in an atom at a particular point. Okay, when the dielectric is kept in an electric field E, two fields are exerted due to, one is due to external field, next one is dipole moment created. So when the dielectric material is kept in between electric field, now the material experience two electric field. One is due to external field, second one is due to created dipoles. Okay, dipole moment. Now the internal field is represented by capital EINT. Okay, when a dielectric material is kept in between two plates. Now it exerts dipole moment. So this is due to external field and dipole moment. It is the sum of applied electric field and the field created by neighboring dipoles. Okay, E internal field or local field equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4. It includes 4 electric fields, where E1 is the field given by two plates. Okay, E2 is the field intensity due to induced charge density on the plane surface of the dielectrics. So this is the dielectric material. In this material, at the middle point, total field experienced by the atom. You are calculating total field, electric field experienced by the atom. So that is total field. which is the sum of E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4. What are these E1, E2, E3, E4? E1 is the electric field due to the capacitor plates. E2 is the electric field inside the dielectric material. Electric field created inside the material. E3 is the electric field due to charges on the spherical cavity. So, due to these charges. E4 is the electric field due to other dipoles inside the cavity. So, the local field is the sum of 4 electric fields. So, if you calculate, if you derive this expression, finally you will get this internal field, E internal field. Finally, what we are getting, internal field value is E plus P divided by 3 epsilon 0. Internal field, local field experienced by the atom equal to total electric field divided by polarization developed in the atom divided by 3 into epsilon 0, permittivity of free space. So this is the final expression. This expression gives local field or internal field. Okay, with this expression we are going to derive Clausius-Mosotty relation. This Clausius-Mosotty relation gives the relationship between polarizability of dielectric material and dielectric constant. So polarizability, we know that alpha is polarizability, dielectric constant epsilon r. So in Clausius-Mosotty relation, we are deriving relationship between epsilon r and alpha. Okay. We know that polarization is proportional to n into alpha into internal field. Okay. So alpha is polarizability. N is the number of atoms or molecules per unit volume. Okay. So we know this expression, relationship between polarization and internal field. We are rearranging internal field equal to P divided by N into A. We know that actually in electromagnetic theory, as per electromagnetic theory, this is also derived expression. So we are taking this expression directly, D equal to epsilon into E, which is equal to epsilon 0 electric field E plus P. So this is the already derived expression. Okay, as per the theory, already derived expression, we are taking this expression directly. So we are epsilon E equal to epsilon 0 E plus P. So epsilon E minus epsilon 0 E equal to P. Now E equal to P divided by epsilon minus epsilon 0. So now we have the expression for E. So we know that we already discussed internal field equal to E plus P by 3 epsilon 0. Here we are substituting this E value, P by epsilon minus epsilon 0 plus P by 3 epsilon 0. Here we know that this internal field value equal to P by N alpha. Substitute P by N alpha equal to P by epsilon minus epsilon 0 plus P by 3 epsilon 0. P is common term. Here LCM, you are taking LCM. LCM is 3 epsilon 0 into epsilon minus epsilon naught. So here numerator becomes P into 3 epsilon 0. P is common, so keep this P in outside. So the remaining term is 3 epsilon 0 plus epsilon minus epsilon naught. Okay. If you simplify, what we are getting, 3 epsilon naught divided by N alpha equal to 2 epsilon naught plus epsilon by epsilon minus epsilon naught. Finally, what you are getting, rearranging this equation, N alpha by 3 epsilon 0 equal to epsilon r minus 1 by 2 plus epsilon r. So this is Clausius-Mosotty equation, so which relates alpha, polarizability, and dielectric constant epsilon r. So this is the final expression.